Hey guys, Ethereum dollar is what we're looking at, Ethereum dollar. So this is what I'd posted. We did a lot of our assessment on that first inverted, which had the rising bottom. It's classic, very similar to the oil breakdown in a commodity, only on a much bigger scale, the weekly chart, but they look very similar. That was your funnel, that was your H3 and your L3. So this served as a bit of resistance, and then you sold, bang, you made that target, you rallied, you wound up some more, you traded down again. You ran that funnel, that was an upside setup. You bear flag back up to the previous target, you sold off. This is a key level because it got dipped through, rallied, smashed through, then rallied back up just through, and then smashed away from. So that's a key level because of the previous funnel on the upside, and you got a lot of downsides on the way down. So that was another little funnel. That's where you topped out here, and it took a while to get through it, and we ground, then we popped through it, and this always looked like where we were probably going to stop. And this starts at just below 380 and runs to around about the 390s level. So we called for a top out at the 380 to 390 range for Ethereum USD, and then expecting a down leg through. Now, one of these key levels of significance will be support. So probably the 340. You might have dipped a little lower to the 320, as well, as I kind of indicated in this idea as it was offered at the time. The suggestion being be the buyer from the 330s to the 327 levels if it comes this far. If you start to see sustained support after running the 340s, then maybe start watching and maybe be prepared to get a little bit higher. And then we're looking to trade through the 500 mark. Yeah, you heard it here. You heard it here first. We probably heard the 1,000 mark by the end of the year. Anyway, probably heard a lot of things. But this is how it's done since. So this is the trade. It did indeed rally. It ground very low vol. It has spat down, second grind. Then that's a bit of inverted structure there with a little bit of a down leg. And we are now actually approaching this key 330s, 340s funnel level, and it had a little bit of a pushback. I'm not convinced that this yet is the bottom, so I think you'll be a bit early if you start picking and grabbing at the 347. I think there's a chance you might get a little lower, but time will tell, and that's what you want to watch. Once you've done that, then we should rally, then we should go quiet again, and then we should break. This could be early hours Monday morning, it could be midday Monday, it could be US session open Monday, it could be Far Eastern session now in Monday. It's got to rally a little bit first, so it doesn't smell like the next hour or so. But this is your potential risk reward if you can get in on that. So Ethereum for me is a buy against the dollar. Might be worth just flicking past Ethereum BTC, and we have got very similar structure, just a lot more high rising. So Ethereum didn't fall as far against, the fiats actually had their day the back end of last week. So crypto was falling against fiat, and since then, ignore that big. That's a bit of a Coinbase eccentricity there. That one I should actually have the Kraken. Or one of the others rather, but anyway, so at some point there's going to be a little bit of a rally here. This is all just falling wedge category here, falling wedge, and as a result I think there'll be a point where we squeeze out the top here, and then it's going to get interesting again for Ethereum against Bitcoin. I am a relative bear Bitcoin against the altcoins generally. A relative bear Bitcoin against the altcoins generally. So I'm seeing a lot of the other alts like BTS, Factom. Wow, Litecoin is already running very strong, I think, on a substitute Bitcoin type profile. I'm thinking that there's something weighing on Bitcoin right now. People will say yes, the hard fork, etc., etc. That may well be it. I think there's something going down. And Bitcoin is going to underperform, and its market cap relative to the crypto market cap is going to further slide in an accelerated way. It has already been slipping and even accelerated. This is going to there's a key point here where Bitcoin is no longer going to be such a giant of an elephant in the room by market cap. It's still the most recognizable name. It's got 7 years plus of branding behind it, while everyone else are Johnny-come-latelys. But in terms of market cap sizing, I think there's going to be a lot less in it in terms of it being stand out the largest. I think Ethereum is going to be part of that, but I think others will come too. The other alts are looking really well set up against Bitcoin. I'm not going to try do that all in this clip, but I know, I think I've got a Factum chart nearby. It's flashing like gangbusters, so it's a bit of a issue. You're probably going to, if you've got schizophrenia, I'm probably going to send you into a Cadiz. So forgive that. I don't know why it's doing that. But that's a setup against Bitcoin. That's Factum. I'll take that flashing pain away. But if you look at some of the others like BTS, wow, I'm thinking of names and now suddenly none of them are coming. There are just so many that are set up in a similar HVF structure against Bitcoin that implies an upside move. So maybe Bitcoin sells off against fiat and the others maybe just maintain their position in the environment, or they are gaining in fiat. I don't know. If Bitcoin sells off, maybe, I used to think it was bad for the whole of the crypto category, but the alts will do well maybe at the moment. That's how it's looking to me. Ethereum looks to be one of those, and the other alts have got, a number of them I'm looking at have got like potential 2x in them. This move for Ethereum would not be a 2x, it would be a 14 to a 17.2. Roughly 17,200 there, which is still far better than a kick in the backside. And 3 over 14, you're looking at about 20%, odd. So not bad at all. Slightly over 20, but not quite 25. So good move potentially. Be cautious on your Bitcoin holdings. There's something in the relative strength of Bitcoin that isn't smelling right across the market. So we're discussing this, and we've been doing way more work on this. I can't give you everything, but in our premium boards, and we know what of the other alts we like apart from Ethereum. So watch that out. Bitcoin to underperform, and your old favorite Ethereum probably to get some benefit from that on the long side. So with that, I love you and leave you, and enjoy your Sunday evenings, and speak to you. By the way, if you want to be part of the methodology that was reading the charts, how we do it, please feel free to get in touch. You can find out what these HVF structures are and what these funnels mean. We did a lot of work on the way down. It lays a lot of layers for us to try and model, which we were doing. So that was the update. You saw me update it there. This might be a dip too far, but we'll see. Give it a bit more time. I think it's still a chance that it goes a little lower. So you don't have to get that first 5%. Let it prove to us that it is done bottoming. Okay. Enjoy yourself. Go to themarketsniper.com if you want to find out how to learn to become an crypto trader using both the methodology that is designed perfectly for trending markets with continuation patterns, the mindset that protects you from blowing yourself up, which is the key element to defense, and also the perfect market, which I believe these crypto markets are turning out to be. You can find out more about that, as I say, by going to themarketsniper.com. Contact us, have a chat with Francis, aka myself, book a time. And with that, I love you and leave you, and enjoy your evenings. Trade safe, trade small, stay in the game, do not be shaken out.